Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinitode 2. So it's been a while since I last uploaded a video about this game, and slowly but steady I've been playing all the levels, completing all the quests on all the levels, and now just one more level, 12 more quests, and that's gonna be all quests completed, so I'm pretty happy about that. And but now I wanted to do this video to share with you guys the best way to get bit dust. Now bit dust is this legendary item that it's needed pretty much to be able to get more research on the endless mode. So the endless research tree must and requires blueprints in order to get more levels. So some levels are going to require more or less bit dust. You can see right here just an example here on the missile, and unfortunately some levels require a ton of bit dust. So I'm gonna just show you here. Level 11 on the mining speed for Scholar requires 50 bit dust. And now if this item would be like any other item, it could be possible and quite faster to be able to get these levels, but unfortunately the bad thing about bit dust is that it's very difficult to obtain this item. So here in this video, hopefully I will be able to give you some tips and some ways how you can increase your chance of getting bit dust. Now you can see that the game classifies every single item in 5 different categories. Common, there's gonna be the green border around the item. Rare, blue. Very rare, like pink. Epic, orange. And then legendary, blue. And so inferior resource is legendary. The special blueprint also legendary, and bit dust also is legendary. And that already tells you that the rarity of this item is very high. But unlike inferior, that we can just play a level and we can farm it, blueprints and bit dust especially cannot really be farmed. And now there are 3 main ways how through the game you can obtain blueprints and you can obtain bit dust. First of all is through loot, and especially through the loot the enemies will drop. Now here if I go into this screen and you can see the loot here from the chests, this is exactly also what the enemies may be able to drop. So enemies can drop a common blueprint, rare blueprint, very rare, epic, or legendary. Of course, legendary blueprints are gonna have a drop rate a lot less than, I don't know, like common blueprints. And so the first way how you can obtain bit dust is playing on endless, because that's the only way how you can make the enemies drop special loot, and then hoping that by defeating the enemies, some enemies are gonna drop legendary blueprints. You can increase this chance of enemies dropping legendary loot by either having the loot token, right? So already having the enemies drop 50% more, or having the rarity token. And unfortunately the loot token is a lot more common to get. Rarity token is harder, and it's more difficult to achieve. And yeah, that's the first way how you can get bit dust. Now unfortunately enemies are gonna drop a legendary blueprint, but once you open it, that blueprint can be either inferior, so it can be either inferior, it can be the special blueprint, or it can be bit dust. So you have 1/3 chance of, when obtaining a legendary blueprint, to get a bit dust. Now, for what I've seen in my experience, the amount of bit dust that you can obtain for a single um, blueprint can also change. Sometimes some enemies are gonna drop just a single bit dust. Sometimes you're gonna be getting 3 at the same time, and especially when you're opening cyan and orange chests, sometimes you can get up to 5 bit dusts at the same time. So the amount also that you get is can change, but normally it's like 1. Now here I already anticipated the second way how you can obtain legendary blueprints, that is opening the orange and the cyan chests. Orange is gonna have a 3% chance, the cyan chest will have a 12% chance, and also 1 legendary item guaranteed. But unfortunately this chest is gonna be opened only by accelerators, and it's very hard to farm accelerators, and so your best way is orange chests. Now, third and final way how you can achieve sometimes blueprints, legendary blueprints, is through completing quests. So here, if I go into this level that I need still to complete some quests, you can see that sometimes the award for completing certain quests is a legendary blueprint. So this one right here, this one here, 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 and down here also. So once you complete certain quests, also you have a chance of getting bit dust. So that's the third and final way to get legendary blueprints, and in doing so, chance of getting bit dust. Now, of course, playing on Endless with the loot token active, any game, so it can be like normal, it can be a custom game, whatever, is gonna increase your chance of, well, not increase your chance, but the more you play, the more likely an enemy will drop a legendary blueprint, and out of that you can get bit dust. So 1/3 of the times you're gonna get bit dust. And now, which of these 3 ways is the most is the best way to get bit dust fast? It is the orange chest, because it's gonna depend on green papers. So the more green papers you have, the more orange chests you can open, the higher your chance of getting legendary blueprints and then achieving bit dust. And so the quest on how to get more bit dust is proportionally related on how to get more green papers. The more green papers you have and you can obtain, the more orange chests you will be able to open, the more your chance of getting bit dust will be. So the first tip that I can give to you how to increase your overall income in terms of green papers is being able to get more and more levels in in the green paper bonus. So achieving more and more percentage bonus, so that any game that you complete, you get more green papers from that game. Now, normally, like normal games, completing quests as well is gonna reward you with green papers. Enemies can also loot green papers directly, so it's considered like a common item. And but I think the most efficient way to get green papers is farming custom maps. So building your custom map, in this case this custom map I just copied it from another Infinitode player, that is Swoosh, and I think this is just the best way, the best like custom map that you can build to get green papers. And in this case you have a damage tile in the center, you have 4 portals, and you need though a base that's gonna make the enemies walk on platforms, and you just place a bunch of platforms around your base, your the center here on where you're gonna place your tower, and the higher the difficulty of the portals, the more the higher the chance that the enemies are gonna drop more rare loot. and then in this case just building the path around. And now how I'm gonna just show you here an example of how can you farm a custom map like this one. In this case, these are the 6 abilities. You always wanna have them maxed because you're gonna need these abilities to be able to farm the level. And now in this case, the tower, because these portals are gonna drop like bosses, they're gonna drop flying enemies, any type of enemy. I think the best tower is the splash, because you can target flying enemies, you can target really anything, and yeah, so no enemies are gonna be immune to the damage from the splash tower. And it's also like area damage because it's gonna be attacking all the area around it. And then here, using the 9 platforms around, sorry, are 8, yes, 8 platforms around, you just get damage at the power at the corners, and then damage, attack speed. And in this case, I'm going to just show you here an example of how I do it, and it's just about using abilities. So what you really want to use is your abilities here, and that's how you're gonna farm your way up. So here, place 2 damage. I'm gonna place here 1 to attack speed, and now here I'm placing the power, and you can see that I have auto wave call, and I'm just using my abilities one after the other one pretty much. And then I'm leveling up the splash tower, and you can see that the score goes up very fast. I'm getting a lot of loot. I also have the loot token active, so that's also is going to increase my loot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So now level 10 splash, so I can't level it up anymore. And here I got a legendary blueprint. You could see it right there, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see what that is gonna be. I think here I'm gonna drop another one for this boss. Alright, here we go. Also, the maximum DPS goes high very fast because enemies become tougher and tougher very quickly. You can see how many waves I'm like spawning and I'm defeating like at the same time. Alright, and this is just about trying to survive for as long as you can in these conditions. Okay, here can I defeat the boss? Hopefully yes. Okay, nice. And here trying to survive for as long as I can, using the abilities whenever I have them off cooldown, or whenever like I can use them in the best way possible. Okay, up here, here. And yeah, normally the point where I can't really get through is past this boss. Like I can't destroy this boss, and so I always end up losing to that boss. But in the meantime, I try to like destroy as many enemies as I can. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it, because then the boss is gonna leak here. I don't think I will have the time to use any abilities. Maybe here, yeah, and that's it. So now you could see that in like 3 minutes, like in 1 minute, maybe, yeah, 3 minutes, I was able to get, in this case, 2 bidas, because I got a legendary blueprint and 65,000 green papers. That's not bad. You can see here my bonus is 2.2. And I can even watch an ad to increase by 25% the green papers that I got. In this case, I will not do it. And then you play it again, and then again. So if you have a custom map like that, you can do it like that. If not, you can just play like a level, and you can just play it over and over. Like, I don't know, trying to get until a wave 150, a pretty easy level. I recommend playing on stage 5, because that means that the portals are stronger, and so the enemies more likely are gonna drop legendary loot. and then you play it until wave, I don't know, 150, then you reset, then you do it again, and you continue just like that. And now imagine here I played this a lot of time. I got lucky this time and I got directly bit dust, but now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the green papers that I got and the resources that I got, and I'm gonna like sell them. In this case I'm gonna just have about 50,000 remaining for each resource. So this is gonna be 76. So I'm gonna sell every resource that I don't think is gonna be important for me right now. So here 59 as well. Yeah, here I'm gonna just sell just 30k. Yeah, selling all these powers right here that are also very common and you don't really need them. So here I'm gonna just stay with 1,000 for each, but I think I can even sell more. And just by that, I can sell some of these as well. Let's sell like 200 of these. And just like that, here I have now 4.3 million. And what I'm gonna do with all these green papers is I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna open a lot of orange chests, and I'm gonna open them one after the other, and I'm gonna reach about 1 million score, and then I'm gonna reset. Alright, one more and that's it. So, well, first of all, you can see how many loot tokens I could get in the meantime. So that is going to increase the time that now by playing the game I can get more loot. So that's of course one good thing. And now let's see here how many bit does I have now. 13. So when I started this video I had 7. I got 2 from the custom map. So from 9 I got 4 more just by opening all those orange chests. As I said, sometimes you're gonna get more, sometimes you're gonna get less. It's a percentage chance, but that is like the most reliable and the fastest way really through green papers to get more and more bit dust. So yeah, that was the video guys, so I hope you enjoyed and see ya. Bye bye.